You know, when he got drafted, there were a lot of folks saying he went too high, he should have gone later, but he's having a breakout run right now, and the team seems to have a lot of confidence he can continue as a two-way player, maybe even at the next level. Sean Casey joins me now. Case, do you foresee him having success at AAA as a two-way player?
You know what? I think the proof's in the pudding. I think the bottom line is you got to wait for a guy to put up the numbers. He's showing that, hey, listen, I can be a two-way player at a high level. I can put up the numbers both on the pitching side and the hitting side. So if I see that as a front office guy, yeah, I look at him now and I say, yeah, move this guy. This guy, you have found a diamond in the rough. You have found a legit two-way player that continues to put up numbers. Now it's time to start moving him and get him to AAA and get him into the big leagues, because this guy can help you on both sides of the ball. That's huge for the organization.
You know, around the time that he got drafted, you and I talked, and you felt like he was going too high. You weren't sold on the experiment. Has your evaluation on that changed?
Oh, big time, big time. And I love it. I love you, as an analyst, you want to have people prove you wrong. And this kid's proven me wrong. I mean, the fact that he's able to go out and be a great two-way player, I mean, good for him. And I think it's great for baseball when you see rare guys like this that can go both ways. It's great for the fans, great for teammates, and great for the organization. So kudos to him for proving me wrong and proving everyone else out there wrong that he could be a two-way player.
There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, a compelling matchup of division contenders between the Mississippi Braves and the Biloxi Shuckers. As October draws nearer, the race for the postseason intensifies. A pivotal game for two division rivals. Next. Bubba Derby gets the call for game one of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
So now here is Tyson Randolph looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat.
Tyson Randolph.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. And that's the second out. And now in the box, Freddie Aaron. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Freddie Aaron.
Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Now a dive in right, but he can't haul it in, and now this is going to be big trouble out there. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he'll get there as he starts the home first with a leadoff triple.
And that's the chance you take when you lay out for a ball like that. You make the play and you're a hero in the highlight shows. You miss it and you're picking yourself up and chasing after it.
So the next to bat will be Weston Wilson trying to bring in the tying run from third here. The 2-2. Skied into straightaway right. Catch is made. Runner tagging from third. And the tying run is in to score from third.
Great job of offensive execution there. Leadoff triple and then the sac fly to bring home a run.
Now at the plate here is Alexander Palma, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Lifted in the air out to right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there, and that's the second out. Stepping in next, Chad Spanberger. He's looking to get things going at the plate. It has not been going his way of late. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one skied out toward right. Randolph gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. On now to the top half of inning number 2, all tied at 1-1. Last half of the second set to go, and next it'll be the outfielder, Jamie Westbrook.
The left fielder, Jamie Westbrook.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder giving chase, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
Next up, Mac Bermundo.
Batting 6, the second baseman, Mac Bermundo.
The 0-1 delivery. Line drive base hit. And they'll get it in quickly. It's first and third now with nobody out.
I mean, you want to talk about doing your job and getting paid for it. There it is right there. Unselfish AB trying to work his guy from second to third. And
So next to bat will be Tyson Randolph. Grounded out in his last at bat. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to center field. And that'll get down for a base hit.
man, that's a nice job by the batter right there, keeping the front side in. Not easy on a curveball. Would have been easy to throw the front side and hook that foul, but he was able to stay inside and drive it for a base hit.
Now to bat, Tyson Randolph. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Well, obviously somebody was hooting with the Owls last night. This entire roster, they've showed up for the first game of this road trip and are getting absolutely boat raced.
And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning.
I appreciate the moxie right there, but 3 fastballs at this level usually turns into a knock.
Up next, Chad Spanberger. It was a walk in his last trip.
The first baseman.
2 out, nobody on.
Spanberger.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Next to hit is Tyson Randolph. He's 2 for 3 thus far. He's set. Here it comes. His eyes lit up on that one above the zone, but he comes up empty.
Hey, I know he's aware he can't tie the game with 1 swing of the bat, but maybe he's just trying to excite the boys and get one on the board.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Peterson calls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out. Now at the plate is Alexander Palma. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Skied into straightaway right. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We've played 8 full. The home team leads this thing 6-2. Now it'll be Chad Spanberger. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the 1-2. This is pulled into right. And it's a base hit. So there you go. The potential winning run aboard to start off the home half of the 9th.
Leadoff base hit to start the bottom of the 9th inning right here. Everybody in the dugout on their feet, top stepping it. We're going to see if he works a bunt, hit and run. I don't know, maybe.
Chance to walk it off. And now here is Mac Bermundo. And a chance they walk him here to set up a double play that would keep the game tied. Line to the right side. And that is into right field. A base hit. Throw coming quickly, and the winning run moves up to third now with only one gone.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
For Mississippi, 6 runs, 9 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 45 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
There is rain in the area, but we've been given the go-ahead to get this one started. Tonight, a compelling matchup of division contenders between the Mississippi Braves and the Biloxi Shuckers. As October draws nearer, the race for the postseason intensifies. A pivotal game for 2 division rivals. Next. Jesus Castillo, the right-hander from Venezuela, gets the starting nod in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
One of the things that jumps out, if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
The pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fellas are home 9 as they begin play here this evening. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone. Whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set, you take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. Throw cleanly into first, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Digging in next, Tyson Randolph. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. First pitch of the AB on its way. In the dirt, and now let's see. Goes to 3rd with it, and it's too late as he's in there. So now 2 men in scoring position. Comes set, the 0-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Peterson onto the grass. He's got it, and they get out of the jam unscathed. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Next, it'll be Alexander Palma. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Line to the right side, and that's in there, base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Stepping up is Tyson Randolph. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Out in front of it, strike 1.
Hey, looking for yours now. Come on, kid.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Now to the plate, Tyson Randolph. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Looking good. Nobody better up there.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Chu stands at first with one out. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he'll get back in standing. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
And he's back standing. Hits are even right now at 5 aside.
Your turn right here. Drumming in. Here you go.
2-1 after the foul ball there.
Need you right now. Make something happen for us. Hey, drop him in. Need you right here.
From the stretch, there goes the runner. Pitch misses low. The throw down. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there. Certainly a very close play at second on that bag, so let's analyze it with show track. We all know he's got plus speed on his side, and you really see it represented in the top speed. That really made the difference on that one. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, he walked him on 5 pitches, but that last pitch was really good. He missed down, but only by a hair. When a hitter has a 3-1 count, he can wait until he gets a pitch he loves.
Ready now is Weston Wilson. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Weston Wilson.
Line drive, base hit to right. Next to stand in is Rod Penn. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hammered the other way to deep right field. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched one-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Shuckers led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Jesus Castillo earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Trey Riley was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Aaron Ashby hammers down the save, his 21st of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Dan Plezak and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Today, we've got a matchup of playoff hopefuls in the same division between the Mississippi Braves and the Biloxi Shuckers. As October draws nearer, the race for the postseason intensifies. A pivotal game for 2 division rivals. Next. Bubba Derby starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
First pitch on its way. Tyson Randolph is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. Guys, you take a look at the home 9 as they enter play here this afternoon. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I always felt like
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. So a relatively routine start for the top of the first here. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. So here is Tyson Randolph. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. And And this is taken outside for ball one.
Hey, one pitch. Make it yours.
1-0 pitch. Chopped toward the second baseman. Fielded cleanly, and that's out number one. Digging in will be Jace Peterson, runner in scoring
14.
position with two gone.
Second baseman,
3 runs
Jace
already home here.
Peterson.
Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. We played 4 full, and the home team leads it 4-1. Striding in is Tyson Randolph. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Ready with the 1-0. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with 1 away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with 1 out.
Next to hit, Jamie Westbrook, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Jamie Westbrook.
Hit in the air down the right field line. Randolph is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Next, here is Tyson Randolph. He flew out in his last AB.
Tyson.
Righty against righty, as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0.
You know, because this is just a 1-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Bickford, a 25-year-old. He was selected in the first round back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, this guy hasn't reached the big leagues yet, but he's coming. You're going to know his name at some point. He just got a few more developmental things to work on.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat.
So here's the potential tying run. Chad Spanberger. A knock here could cut the lead to just 1 run. Skied into very shallow right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? So stepping in is Tyson Randolph. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. Swing, and he launches this one to deep left field. Left fielder looking up at the track. The wall. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to left. 3rd home run for him on the year, and it's now 7-4.
They still have the bottom of the 9th to try and stage a comeback, but one thing that's not coming back is this blast to extend the lead to 3. Nice knowing you've got some room for error, especially on the road.
Next, it'll be Jace Peterson. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Jace.
Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and it's now a 1-run game, 7-6 now.
That, my friends, is a cardinal sin for any closer. You can't give up the long ball. Good thing for him, he still has the lead. We'll see now if he can rebound and actually keep it.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chad Spanberger. Flew out last time up. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. He brings it in, and they will salvage at least the finale in this 3-game series as the ball game is over.
Well, that's just a great job of battling on the road. They fought all the way to the end, took the lead in the top of the 9th, and secured the W in the bottom half. That's a great team win.
And this afternoon's closes at a 1-run game, 7-6 today. The Braves used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jack Ramiro gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Bubba Derby was only able to work 4 innings as he takes the loss. Josh Graham records the save, his 28th on the season. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of the crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head over to theshow.com.
Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind
A pitcher is congratulated on one of the rarest accomplishments in sports. It's a day he'll never forget.
This is a guy we've talked about before, and he's getting a lot more attention lately, really rising up the prospect ranks. Mike Lowell is with me. Mike, you went from 20th round pick to top 100 prospect to a 4-time MLB All-Star. What is it like when you start getting more attention as a prospect?
Well, it's a good feeling because you know you're doing something right, and the organization and people in the industry are really taking notice. However, I think it comes with an added pressure. And how you deal with that pressure, I think, really determines your future, short-term and long-term. For me specifically, I felt like, okay, the attention is great, but I got to really focus on what I've been doing that got me to this point. So I almost wanted to tune it out, focus on my craft, focus on my preparation for each game, and try to maintain that consistency. So that good news that I got and those good numbers I was putting up could basically keep that wave rolling a little bit so I can get either to the next level or make it to the big leagues or sustain myself in the big leagues.
A player receives a check-in from one of his coaches.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight, a compelling matchup of division contenders between the Mississippi Braves and the Montgomery Biscuits. As the season winds down, a pennant race comes to a head. Two division rivals face off next. Kenny Rosenberg will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50.
So now here is Gabriel Maciel. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For Montgomery, the center fielder.
Now the pitch.
Gabriel Maciel.
In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
The 0-2 once more is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, Marco Mesa, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty V, and you know what, D-Roll, this is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more, especially the way this team is underachieved. You got to keep grinding. You got to find a way to put your foot on the gas and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
Stepping in now, Dalton Kelly. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. That evens it up 1-1.
Going to be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Hey, this guy's dialed in right now. 2 strikeouts and still working ahead. This is going to be a tough test for the offense.
Breaking ball called just a bit low. Yeah, just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. And inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Ryan Bolt.
The right fielder, Ryan.
First pitch of the AB on its way.
Oh, that's out.
Bolt is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this guy hasn't reached the big leagues yet, but he's coming. You're going to know his name at some point. He just got a few more developmental things to work on.
Count is 1-2 now. Fouled away. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Another 1-2 delivery. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. That was a nasty-looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
In now, Grant Kay. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. The numbers coming in. He's at 255, 5 homers, and 36 RBIs. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. To short. Right to him. Throw gets him, 2 down. At the plate now is Tristan Gray. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. As he'll take a look at ball 1.
2 down.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, come on, guys.
Now here it comes. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike. Bottom of the second here with no score. Got him looking, and that ends the inning. So they go down without a whimper here. We played 2 full, and we are tied 0-0. So now into the box is Jody Kelsey, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
So now to the plate, Rene Pinto. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 2 home runs and 17 RBIs. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
At the plate now, Kyron Paris.
Not shortstop.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. His guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. So add 1 more name to the record book here as he strikes out this side on 9 pitches. 3 innings in the books. Still no score on the show. Now to the plate, here is Gabriel Maciel looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. In there, 0-1. Here's a strike with the breaking ball.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse. Hey, listen, D-Row, they're not going to complain at all. A base hit is a base hit, even though that's an infield single. And hopefully that's a good sign that things are about to turn for them in this one.
Yeah, there hasn't been a fight at the bat rack, per se, Dan. In this one, I don't care what knock. I don't care if it's a swinging bunt or a home run into the streets. This could get the offense going.
The first base
Dalton Kelly comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Now a hot shot here that'll be caught behind the runner at first. Had him played perfectly that time, and there are 2 gone now. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Popped up. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. The 0-1 on its way. Mesa leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Back goes Demerit. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1 hit, 1 left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are tied 0-0. And now Grant Kay. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Strike taken up in the zone.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Grounded back up the middle, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning. So only the second hit he's given up tonight.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
Tristan Gray stands in as he checks his swing here for strike one. And it's 1-1. The 1-1. Nobody out, runner on first. Still 1-2. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
At the plate, Jody Kelsey, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Fouled off. This one's down to third. Reined in. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. That's how you roll it. 5 to 4 to 3. A double play sends us to break. Back with more here on a Tuesday night. Stepping in once again is Rene Pinto. He'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check. I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. So the leadoff man reaches in their half of the 6th.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Kept his shoulders square, his hands inside the baseball, and was able to fight off a good, nice executed pitch for a knock.
Kyron Paris is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he looks at a slider in there, 1-1. Pinto on at first, nobody out. And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Go out, Tier.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now. And I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Into the box, Gabriel Macio batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Ball one.
Ball one.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Hey, he's been able to pound that zone all night, working that outer half of the plate. That's why he's having so much success.
Got him to go down swinging there. Gabriel Macio becomes out number 2 this inning.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Marco Mesa, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Yeah, now here we go.
The next 0-2. And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning coming up, and we still have no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Dalton Kelly. In there at the knees, strike 1.
0-1.
That pitch tells me this guy's feeling frisky right now. He's on. He's got everything working.
And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
Here we go, boys.
Hit on the ground toward the left. He's got it. And there's one down now. So here's the cleanup hitter, Ryan Bolt. He flew out in his last AB. First pitch of the AB on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike two.
Hey, we got one.
Here's the pitch. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
In now, Grant Kay.
Third baseman, number 3.
So look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball. The count is 2-1.
Heading out towards shallow right. Right fielder is on the run. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Yes, he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike one. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up.
The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
And he fouls this one off.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there. 2 out here and a runner at second. Slow roller left side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Now out of the dugout comes the manager.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. Montgomery jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Stetson Alley wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. Tyson Randolph struck out 13 in the losing effort. Yexel Rios wraps it up with a save, his 31st of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show. Future stars are on display as minor league baseball comes your way on the show. Tonight, it's a compelling matchup of 2 division leaders between the Mississippi Braves and the Montgomery Biscuits. As October draws nearer, the race for the postseason intensifies. A pivotal game for 2 division rivals. Next. Shane Baz, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Here's the first pitch to him. Skied into very shallow right. Bolt is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. So a fairly painless top of the first. So it's on to the bottom of inning number 1. No score. Into the box, Tyson Randolph. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Tyson.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Over to first, and that retires the side. Can't start any better than this. He's set down the first 12. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. And Montgomery's out in front here, 1-0. Next will be the designated hitter, Tyson Randolph, trying here to plate the tying run from second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he couldn't hold back that time. They say he went around at strike 1. Curveball that he didn't get on top of there. It's 1-1. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
See, guys, he is human. Occasionally an ugly swing right there. But he's having a monster season, so I'm going to give him a free pass.
Count still at 1-2. And another foul ball. No one out with a runner at second. And it's fouled away.
Hey, hit me a seed right here.
Again, a 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
After multiple pitches were fouled off, it gets a little disappointing as a pitcher. So you think, say, I'm going to throw one way off the plate and see if he'll chase it. Didn't happen.
Outside in a full count, 3-2.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the DH, Tyson Randolph. And now the first pitch.
Hey, your pitch, get some wood on it.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle, scooped up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. The Mississippi Braves jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Jack Ramiro earns his 3rd win of the year in relief as he allows only 2 hits in 5+ innings of work. Shane Baz pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Josh Graham earns the save out of the bullpen, his 29th of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com. Welcome into this presentation of minor league baseball from the AA Central. Tonight, a compelling matchup of division contenders between the Mississippi Braves and the Montgomery Biscuits. Today, a matchup that could shape the playoff picture. The division's fiercest rivalry continues right after this. Chris Mazza, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty V. Hey, D-Row, this has not been the kind of homestand that they would like to have so far. Through the first 5 games, they're 2-3. D-Row, getting to 500 on this homestand is certainly one thing they'd like to do here today.
Yeah, they can salvage a little bit right now. They can walk out of here today with a strike.
Next up is Tristan Gray. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only one score. And he's able to reach down and put this one away. Great concentration there for the second out.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Next to dig in, Tyson Randolph grounded out in his last at-bat. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Hey, one pitch right here. Come on now.
Swing and a flare down the line. And that's going to get the job done. It's a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Boy, not the prettiest of swings, D-Roll. That looked a little bit from the Vladimir Guerrero book, but nonetheless, he got the job done. Yeah.
And now here is Eric McDonald. Flew out last time up. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Skied into straightaway right. Randolph will settle under it to make the play for the first out, as the runner will have to head back to first. So next to hit is Tyson Randolph. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2.
He's got that certainly timed up now. I'd be shocked if the pitcher goes to the well 3 times in a row with off speed.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2. So now to the plate, Tyson Randolph. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play. There's the heavy sinker right there. What makes that pitch so difficult to hit is not only does it change eye levels, it actually changes plane. You go to hit it at one.
And we'll just leave it there as they make the play to end the inning. So 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors and no one left. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Mississippi leads it 3-1. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ryan Bolt. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring it.
Striding forward now is the DH, Jody Kelsey. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. The 2-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Randolph gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. So it's 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. Mississippi's out in front, 3-2. Now into the box, Rene Pinto. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
Down by 1. I'm interested to see how they approach this as an offense, especially if they get someone on base early in the inning. Some teams, you know, they're going to try and manufacture that run, just trying to get that 1 run across. Others, they're going to look for.
And stepping in, Tyson Randolph. He's 1 for 4 so far.
Randolph.
And it looks like they'd rather go after the next guy as the intentional walk signal comes here with 2 away. and it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. Stetson Alley earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshow.com.
They left 18 runners on base. For Mississippi, 3 runs on...
It's easy to forget sometimes how challenging it is for any prospect to make it all the way to the major leagues. Sean Casey is with me today. Case, what are some of the challenges that fans might not understand from the outside?
Well, it's funny. When I talk to players that are just getting into pro ball and haven't played 12 years in the big leagues myself, I always say, how come 90-some% of minor leaguers don't play a day in the big leagues, right? And why is it so hard? And I always say, listen, because the mental grind of playing every night, some guys just can't do it. And I think that's the biggest thing from your big league players, your minor league players, is the big leaguers learn how to go one pitch at a time, play one day at a time. It's a tough skill. It's a skill you have to learn, but that's the biggest difference of why the guys make it and why the guys don't.
And certainly if you're going to go one day at a time, one pitch at a time, there has to be a certain level of tolerance for failure and being able to just move past it. That is so critical for any player.
You got to have a short memory in this game. You have to have a short memory because at the end of the day, if it's one pitch at a time and you take a bad swing, you can't let that ruin your at bat. If you're a pitcher and you let up a 3-run home run, you got to get the ball back and go one pitch at a time. That's the only way to build that consistency in pro baseball.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever a new video is available. And let me know in the comments what you think, or roast me for my terrible gameplay. Videos like this are recorded live on Twitch. Follow my socials and my Twitch to know when I'm live recording new content for YouTube. Again, thanks for watching the Prophet Loki 309 YouTube. I'll see you in the realm of mischief.